idea that we had was the idea that we made.
Oh, you don't say.
We're not hoping to get Oscar nominations out of this.
Sir, there are multiverses of space between an Oscar-quality film and
Yes!
this.
And this
Mickey's
car
suddenly blocking.
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and this reaction comes from Dead Meat. This is the Mousetrap 2024 kill count. Now, I was already not looking forward to watching this movie, considering what James had said in the preview last video, and I was trying to look on the positive side of things. I generally try to do that. Have some level of optimism going into watching a movie or TV show, regardless of what others may feel about it. And then I watched the movie, and let's just say James may have had a point, but we'll get into all that. And before we do, though, please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Dead Meat's link if you haven't already. It's a great way to support the entire Dead Meat team, and a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video and click all those buttons down there, because I want to see future reactions that I do, but I'll trust my channel to grow, and without any further ado, let's go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite
Oh,
horror
no.
movies and show you how they were made. I'm
Tone of
James
his
H.
voice.
and today we're looking at The Mousetrap, released as soon as frickin' possible after Steamboat Willie went into the public domain. Steamboat Willie, an 8-minute short from 1928, was the first ever appearance of Mickey Mouse, if you don't count Plain Crazy. It also had synchronized sound, which was new at the time, and is just a fun, clever little animation in general. Its copyright expired on January 1st of 2024. On the very same day, the trailer for this movie came out, then titled Mickey's Mousetrap, before someone told them, yeah, maybe don't.
We could have kept the old title, but the insurance guy would be happier if we changed it. So we said, okay, all right, we can just call it the Mousetrap.
Sure thing, bud. Listen, I'm proud of these people for making a movie. That ain't easy no matter what it is.
Sure.
Boy, does this stink. It looks just as cheap as I feared and has a lot of line-reading acting.
We didn't think so. But should we be thinking that?
You know, like that. So much of its runtime is taken up by a jail cell framing device that's entirely unnecessary. And even with that padding, it's only 80 minutes long. And you know me, I love a short runtime. But man, something needs to fucking happen during it. Mousetrap doesn't even have gory kills. At least Blood and Honey had the decency to be indecent.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it.
Yeah,
This movie's worse than that one. And
oh, yeah, I was just about to say the same thing, because as soon as he brought it up, it's like, yeah, at least this had some other things going on for it. Wow, I never thought there would be a movie worse than that one. Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking about that first piece of poo. There's just not anything to latch onto here aside from the killer's novelty. It's so plainly made to take advantage of a media culture dominated by recognition over quality. And yeah, I myself have to play that game sometimes, but man, do I fucking hate it. It's a travesty that this video is gonna get way more views than the Stepfather kill count. But I've got pets to feed and a staff to pay. Oh, speaking of which, here's our sponsor. Welcome. I guess you all know this little fella here.
Sure do.
It's an old partnership. He gets to tell you about deaths, and I get to tell you about deals. Deals on great products, like today's sponsor, Bombas. We adore Bombas here at Dead Meat, and it should come as no surprise why. After all, they've spent years in research and development to make socks, underwear, and t-shirts that are comfortable and durable. That means focusing on premium materials, like merino wool and extra long staple cotton, building in arch support, and building out those annoying toe seams. It makes for socks that are simply the most comfortable ones I've ever worn. And it's not just me. Ben asks for new pairs every Christmas. Let's take a look.
Hey,
That's what we call a dramatized reenactment, but it is true. Those are all socks he asked for and got. Thanks, Ben's mom. But our love for Bombas goes beyond the quality of their products, because Bombas is a purpose-driven brand. They started with the goal to help those in need, and they've followed through, donating over 100 million of the top 3 most requested items in homeless shelters. Socks, underwear, and t-shirts, with every purchase equaling a donation. That's right.
That's nice.
With Bombas, you can feel good and do good, knowing that your purchase is helping those in need. And new customers can get 20% off their first purchase. Just go to bombas.com/deadmeat and use code deadmeat20 at checkout. Now, how about I let you get back to our old friend here? How many Dreamboat Killies will be delivered by Steamboat Willie? Let's find out and get to them.
Oh boy.
The movie begins with a Star Wars crawl. What is this, an internet video from 2003?
Yeah,
It
seriously.
humorously, big air quotes there, addresses the whole copyright situation, both for its mousy murderer and these very titles. Could be a funny bit, but it goes on for an entire minute and a half.
Yeah, way
I mean,
too
eventually,
long.
you gotta do something original, movie.
It's Friday, the 13th of March.
Oh, come on!
Yeah,
Two
there it
detectives
is.
Are recording an interview with Rebecca after she survived some kind of massacre. It's put her in quite the pickle.
But you're not leaving that cell without telling us what happened and who the killer was. Or we're charging you for the multiple murders.
Rebecca, please just tell your story so we can get away from this scene and its acting. We mercifully
Nope.
cut to opening credits, where we get to enjoy an actually good theme by Darren Morsey. I dig how dark and percussive it is. It's like a nightmare score for the original animation.
That was probably the only part I liked.
It's a nice way to transition us from that cartoon into a world where Mickey murders people in his title card. Time to go to Fun Haven, people, located right beneath the office building. And is that a bed? Is someone living up there?
I
Pretty sweet
don't
if they are,
know.
though. Look at all this place has to offer. Now, seriously, get a good long look. We'll hold the shots for way too long so you can study all the details. God, this isn't a montage, it's a fucking mood reel. Okay, yes, cotton candy, we get it. Cut! Funhaven manager Tim's not being very fun when he asks his two employees to stay late for a last-minute birthday party. Aw, come on, Tim. Alex has already spent her day dealing with a little girl mob boss.
Just kill him. Rachel, don't say that. I don't want to say it, just do it.
Look at that little power walk away. Alex is at least happy to get the double time and figures that, wait, what the fuck? We're already back at this thing? I thought
Yep.
it'd be like an opening and ending framing device, but instead we're checking in with it like we're trying to earn miles. Just to give an example of how fucking useless these scenes are, in this one, we learn manager Tim went missing. Hey, guess what we're about to watch on our own? Yep, it's what happened to Tim. He poured
manager
himself
go
a drink
missing.
and cracked into his Mickey shrine. Wait, is this in the Funhaven office or a room in his house? Does he have a Mickey theater in his home?
I
mean,
don't-
respect it, but suddenly it seems
don't
like
know,
Mickey
but it's
has
cool.
slipped him a Mickey.
I can see you. Do you want to see me? Do you want to see what I see?
Well, I'll tell you what I see. Some questionable cleaning skills from Jaina. She'd rather be
Yep.
getting the D than doing this shit, so she takes off, leaving Alex alone to, what, be in another montage? Are you serious? Please, movie, you gotta speed things up. I mean, you are literally on a racing bike here. How about we just move on to, wait, no, you're fucking
Oh,
kidding me.
back
Help
here
us with
again.
something.
No, help me with something, dude. Stop interrupting the movie before anything fucking happens.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that kind of is a thing that's going to happen throughout this movie, and I absolutely love this picture of James, because it kind of, it doesn't kind of, it absolutely expresses his frustration with this movie, and I can't say I blame him.
I just can't waste time talking about this cop plot. I'm gonna ignore it until I can't anymore, okay? Actually, wait. I can't ignore that they put her in, like, what? Is she in Hannibal Lecter's cell? Why is she being held in a dungeon?
I
All right,
don't know. I questioned that too. I felt like that was another thing they ripped off.
Real though, these scenes can fuck off. Alone, Alex hears the whistling that preceded about 50 billion bucks in box office.
Jaina?
Jaina on her way to get that D, like.
Oh
She
damn!
sees old Mickey Willie standing there in front of fog, scaring her away until she runs into her friends. They're the party that rented this place to give Alex a surprise early birthday party. Aw, that's pretty nice. There are a bunch of goobers here, and I honestly don't know most of them, but hey, it's Rebecca from the opening, so she's here, and we'll survive, I guess. This whole thing was
For
put together
some
by
reason.
introvert Marcus, a guy who's been crushing on Alex.
Well, we'll
since
find
their
that out later.
Possibly joint birthday?
On her 8th birthday, we said we'd have all our birthdays here.
I love that you remember that.
Okay, points for Marcus. How about Ryan, the hockey guy also crushing on Alex? You know, the guy who makes Marcus look like angry video game nerd. Tell us about yourself, Ryan.
What can I say, man? I like to party, all right?
Oh yeah? You should meet my friend.
Party! Party! Wanna party?
Ryan Hooker, coming to the kill count in November. The other
Yay!
partygoers are extremely forgettable, or mistakable. Why are there two tall dudes with 90s hair? I can't tell these guys apart. It helps when they start splitting off to get killed. Of course, starting with the horny couple, Juicy Couture Jackie and Paul, who sounds like he's a bad dog.
Paul will literally put anything in his mouth.
Can't be leaving food out around him or nothing. Oh, also, this movie has a character say this.
And he's dead.
What?
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, I'll be right back. because then you don't.
Listen, I know 1996 was a while ago now, but Scream hasn't fallen into the public domain yet, so why don't you stay in your lane, Mickey?
Yes, seriously, that's another thing they stole. It's like movie after movie, they're cherry picking everything that they, I guess, wanted to use and just threw it in there. And especially that scene, it felt super unnecessary. Like, when did this movie become self-aware? Why are we doing this shtick?
They double dip in the cringe meta when the movie comments on some schlocky scenes.
Wait, is this some terrible subplot of a 90s slasher film?
Shut up, framing device. We're not even talking to you. Basically,
same.
Alex tells Marcus that he should make a move, and he does so by treating her to an array of sour candies. She feasts like she were on hot ones.
Yeah, you did good. That one has some kick.
Ryan, meanwhile, has a harder time making progress with her.
We were kids back then, but now your body, so tight.
Okay.
Anyway, the horny ones try to fuck in a jungle gym, because I know I love fooling around in kids' sweat and drool. Although
yeah, that sounds so sanitary.
For his They Live tattoo. Feels like it matches some of the signs in this place. But the Mickey killer doesn't like John Carpenter's social commentary, so he attacks the Hornsters and the movie cuts to black. Mickey is played by Simon Phillips, who also plays Tim. So what, did Tim go crazy and is in fact the killer? I don't know. Phillips would be the guy to ask, since he also wrote the script.
The only thing I wanted from it was I want to play Mickey Mouse. Like, I'm going to be the guy in the mask.
Okay, but why have the goatee sticking out of the mask? It looks like a hairy little tongue. Phillips
don't
worked with
know.
frequent collaborator
So
Jamie
weird.
Bailey, who shot, directed, and edited the film. The budget was $800,000, which still feels like too much, but I guess most of it went to the actors and the location.
Yeah, cause like there was nothing else to
Fun
it.
Haven is a real amusement center in Ottawa. Eventually, the kids find themselves locked inside the funhouse.
Fucking Danny. It's Danny, isn't it?
Wait, which one is Danny? Oh, it's other hair guy. Hoodie hair, not hockey hair. The hair boys split up and Ryan heads to the jungle gym where he finds Mickey and congratulates him on having a good costume. Then it cuts to Rebecca also coming across Mickey.
Not funny, Paul.
Wait, you think that's Paul? Do you not pay attention to your friend's, like, general build? Mickey
No.
approaches her and, get this, fucking teleports around to slash at her with a knife. I'm not joking. Luckily, the power of, flashing lights happens to be his weakness, so he runs away. I think we just learned the sound that Mickey fears most. Now Mickey's found by, blonde girl 1, whom he splashes in the face with his knife blood. Gonna get ya? Actually, he doesn't, and she tells Alex what she saw, so she heads to the office, where, wouldn't you know it, Steamboat Willie's playing on the monitor. Little fucker's on the phone, too.
Go find your friends so that we can all play a game of hide and seek.
First, though, Mickey's gonna go visit the bar
Play a
where Toad is
game.
next door.
Another one.
Even though, look at these places. One looks like it's downtown, the other's probably in the middle of a sprawling suburb. Ryan's hockey team is hanging out here. They plan to beat up Marcus for liking Alex, since Ryan wants to get with her. They assume it's Marcus in the Mickey mask when he shows up, and prepare to beat him up right then and there.
Think this is a joke?
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. If these dudes had gloves to throw down, they would, because before you know it, a brawl's broken out. Except it's not much to look at, because this is all the footage we have for these turds getting killed. Oh my god.
It's
That's
so
what I mean about
bad.
this movie being disappointing. The kills aren't just bad, they barely exist. Like how the horny couple just disappear. I mean, sure, the other kids eventually find their bodies, so let me add them to the kill count right now. But even that doesn't make it clear to everyone.
Are they dead?
Yeah, Maria, they look pretty fucking dead.
They start assuming Ryan's done this, though I'm not sure why.
I can't protect you from not your boyfriend.
Protect me from what, Ryan?
You'll see.
Oh, right, because of that super creepy threatening thing he said earlier. And I guess
Yeah,
the fact
great.
that he's also wearing a hockey jersey. I love their total lack of logo or, like, design. I'm sorry, weren't there, like, other characters? Oh yeah, Danny Hairboy.
Yeah, that
Wanders
guy.
onto a
He's getting
roller
high.
coaster cart and passes out. That gives Mickey the chance to start her up and wave his mittens as the high boy flies by.
I'm way too high for this.
After he gets him good and sick, he disappears again? Wait, why the fuck did we even have that scene?
I don't
This movie's so
know!
bad at even being a simple slasher. And it sounds like it doesn't even like horror films.
Haven't you seen any horror film ever?
No, Marcus. I have a sex life.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, that was certainly a choice to insult your entire audience by calling them virgins.
Blonde Girl 2 is taking this time to slip on the old VR helmet, and oh, holy shit, these graphics are actually pretty dope. Why is this fake game the best effects in the movie? Nick wants to check him out too, so he teleports in front of and away from her a few times. You know, just to like mess with her a little. Danny stumbles upon Becca in the laser tag arena, where she's been this whole time, even though she's telling the cops about these other scenes.
So how did you know what was
Because the office had CCTV and I saw it from there.
but you're in laser tag.
Was there before. I went after.
You are making this too complicated, movie, when the
A
simpler
little
thing
bit.
to do is just not have her telling the story like this were Princess Bride. Officer Fred Savage ain't adding anything. I was not surprised to learn that they didn't spend a lot of time revising the script.
The first idea that we had was the idea that we made.
Oh, you don't say.
We're not hoping to get Oscar nominations out of this.
Sir, there are multiverses of space between an Oscar-quality film and
Yes!
this.
And this
Mickey's
car.
suddenly blocking them from leaving through the front door. Marcus doesn't like it.
He moves quick. Too quick.
And hey, since nothing fucking happens in this movie, it's a short episode, so I've got time to theorize about a single line here. This one here.
Okay, this is stressful. Sudoku, let's be less cryptic.
Now, what the fuck did she say there? Because not even the subtitles know.
Okay, this is stressful. Sudoku, let's be less cryptic.
It almost sounded like she said Sudoku.
I think it sounds like Sudoku, doesn't it?
Sudoku, 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 Sudoku.
So my guess is the line was Sadako, like the creepy girl from Ring. But maybe the actress didn't know who that was and said Sudoku, like the numbers puzzle instead?
Yeah, and then they decided, yeah, we'll just keep that in. Well, I'm sure nobody will notice.
Okay, this is stressful. Sudoku, let's be less cryptic.
It doesn't make sense for her to be referencing a Japanese horror character anyway, because remember?
Haven't you seen any horror film ever?
No, Marcus, I have a sex life.
Dog, she ain't gonna know Sadako. She too busy riding that beef bus.
Apparently.
Alex pulls the fire alarm to have the department come, and Marcus hops on the loudspeaker to warn their friends that Ryan's trying to kill everyone. Blonde Girl 2, Gemma, finds Alex only to get her neck slit by Mickey with a box cutter. Our first actual on-screen kill, thank God. Alex flashes Mickey and runs away. Or, you know what I mean. Mickey's also chasing Danny and Becca, who all of a sudden trips on nothing. It gives us another bit of blood as Mickey straight up hostiles her Achilles heel. Then he grabs Danny and kills him by sinking a CG knife blade into his head. Ah, the digital blood spurt too? God, it's bad.
Yeah, and everything about that scene was just bad because he came in there, punched him in the stomach, and he just sort of stood there and just like, okay, you're gonna kill me now? All right, I'm just gonna chill here for like a minute when I could get up or fight back or do anything. Oh no, I'm just gonna take a knife to the head. Like, what are we doing?
The surviving kids realize that Mickey's moving so fast, he must be teleporting.
A guy dressed as Mickey Mouse is killing us. Teleportation is still very much on the table.
Why?
I don't
Gemma
know!
finally gets back from her dick detour, but before she can get inside, Mickey appears behind her and stabs her in the back, giving us a classic blood spit up. Then he stabs her in the chest for good measure.
Okay, and again, with this scene in particular, she just, the girl who gets killed, no reaction, no screaming, no panic, no nothing. She just kind of just walks and it just gets grabbed. It's like, okay, you're gonna kill me now? All right. And then just, that's it. No fighting back, no nothing.
Wow, look at this guy. Got a regular ghost face on our hands here, huh? Or maybe he's more like Art the Clown.
You wanna kill me?
Rabbit, run.
Oh, with a splash of Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses. Ryan's here now, meaning he's probably not Mickey, especially since he's not bothered when Alex pretends to be working at Halloween Horror Nights. Ryan thinks it's one of his goons gone wild, and he tries to talk Mickey down when he suddenly reappears. Doesn't work. Mouser clocks him with a monkey wrench, and apparently the flashing light thing's done working out too. Marcus pulls a sting to save the day with a baseball bat, and they trap Mickey under a chair and flash his eyeballs until he sounds like me yelling at the movie. The flashing light keeps him from teleporting. Oh, okay. But Mickey knocks it out of their hands, so he's able to get away. They make a plan to trap him so they can kill him once and for all.
A game of cat and mouse. And the only way to win is to kill that goddamn mouse.
They lure him into the jungle gym.
Great.
They're free to flash with
line.
a bandit. Haha, you can't hit him there, you stupid mouse. Further flashing keeps him in place as the kids take turns doing drive-bys on him. The boys finally wrestle him down as Blondie 1 has a real tough time getting through this jungle gym made for children. Look at her back there. But then the mouse
Yikes.
laughs and straight up disappears. Where'd he go?
He's gone. He's not coming back.
Wait, really?
How do you know
You
that?
sure, Alex?
He's not coming back.
Oh no, he's coming back. You don't know shit. Oh, there it is!
Oh, holy shit, he did come back! Look at that headless body, though. That is kill count quality graphics. Not very pretty. It's almost as bad as the dialogue that follows.
I never got to ask her out, and he just cut her head off.
But hey, Blonde Girl 1, I am proud of you for surviving. Never would have guessed that. Maybe I should have bothered to learn your name. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah, and what was absolutely awful about that entire scene is outside of that line there, basically, they just summarized it. They just saw one of their best friends, childhood friends, get killed, and just like, oh, I never got to ask her out, and then she gets stabbed, and it's like, oh, well, and then there's more summarization from other characters in that scene. It's like, gee, why?
Except for a post-credit scene where Nick Fury asks Mickey to join the Avengers. Just kidding. It's Becca being freed from her cell by an unseen Mickey who asks her to help him. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather rot to death in jail. After being trapped watching this thing for 80 minutes, how many kills were we left with? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
He gone.
Where'd he go?
I counted 10 kills in the mousetrap, with the victims consisting of 6 men and 4 women. Damn hockey players gooned all over the pie chart. I've seen this count and breakdown in 9 other episodes of the kill count, but technically only 6 other films. Recounts be that way. With a runtime of only 80 minutes, the mousetrap had a kill on average every 8 minutes even. Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill goes to no one. There were like 1 or 2 kills that were okay, I guess, but the movie doesn't deserve this award in general, so fuck it. Dome Machete for lamest kill will go to the hockey players. They're built up to be these bullies who get massacred, but a couple of face thwacks later and we're done with them. And that's it. The Mousetrap is the latest in the long line of horror movies that use popular characters who have fallen into the public domain. There are plenty more to come. God help us. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Hey, be good people, it's Dead Meat Video.
Hey, we're the team at, I mean, you know what this is, so.
Still going without a union-mandated break for these kill count recommendations.
What did I say about mentioning that? This week, we're kicking it back to the Cold War with VHS 85.
Total Copy is a totally awesome documentary about Rory, a shape-shifting alien who loves his TV.
He would not leave his place on the couch.
I've been there. Things go downhill when Rory starts to mimic the scientists around him.
Is that Gary?
Special boy.
Hey, Rory, that's identity theft.
No Wake is a classic 80s horny teen summer romp, but their good times are cut short by an uninvited guest.
Guys, someone's at the landing.
Is it DNR?
I don't think so.
This crew's about to learn the one reason you don't go in the water.
I don't want to get swimmer's edge.
That's not a genitals thing, is it?
Make that 2 reasons.
Yep.
God of Death follows some first responders during an earthquake in Mexico City. And also the camera guy they get stuck with. Unfortunately for everyone, this big one has unearthed even bigger trouble. And I ain't talking about the boobs.
Oh my.
Techno God takes us to the scariest place of all, experimental theater. Tonight's show will try to summon the new god of technology, but its VR stars glitching, itching to go off script.
Ambrosia takes place at the Wrigley family reunion. How wholesome!
That still freaks me out.
But this shady Brady bunch has a family tradition you won't believe.
To the 7.
To the
7.
Wait, is this a Fortnite thing?
Dreamkill is a grungy detective story from the creators of Sinister and the Black Phone. It follows a hard-boiled cop on the trail of some live leak-worthy home
like a really good one.
Only problem? These snuff films show murders that haven't even happened yet. Spoiler alert!
Some homemade Michael Myers Friday the 13th Texas Chainsaw nonsense.
So this week, brush up on your Reaganomics.
And trickle on down to VHS 85.
Then on Friday, tear down that wall between you and watching the
more references.
Dead Meat. Wow, that's disgusting. Should we be watching this? Yeah, Dead Meat Video.
VHS 85. Currently be watching.
Okay, so not very happy about having to watch this one. Damn you, James. Damn you so much for making me watch this. Also, just so we're clear, and it was mentioned earlier, this was definitely much worse than Winnie the Pooh, because at least the kills in Winnie the Pooh were decent. I wish I could say that there wasn't going to be a sequel, but obviously there is going to be. It doesn't need one, but, you know, that's not going to stop them from making it. I mean, cool, you want to make a movie based off this character? Great. but it just, there wasn't really much anything good in this movie, and I really wish I didn't have to watch this, but I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was getting into, and I knew what this kill count was going to be about, and I was going to be able to sort of discuss my thoughts on it, which, you know, of course, here we are. Oh boy. So, don't watch this movie if you haven't already, and if you have, I'm very sorry. Hopefully you can find some other things to watch instead, some better movies to watch, just new VHS, I guess latest, I'm not sure if this is the latest one, but this looks definitely better than what we just had to sit through here, so at least there's that. But that will do it for me here. Comment down below, let me know what did you think about the Mousetrap. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and over supporters on Patreon. Cruising, Wolverine 310, Kester Kronich, Raymond Bright, Joshy, Chris Curtis, Ann Perry, Voss Coffany, Misa, Misa2, Lily the Snoopy Fan, Lauren, Jenny the Swifty, Allison the Aesthetic Girl, Fleet Street Vicomte, Steffi, Sophie the Sunset Girl, Summer the Dog Lover, Misa3, Arrow Hamster, Inca Linquist, ZK Stir, Thomas Shawanowit, Carter Resnick, Avante Jones, and brand new Payton supporter, Noah Modi. Thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you too like to have a shout out at each and every one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/TheDeadReactor for more. And I will see you guys next time.